lion. My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant, I just build it. They leaving it vacant, I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind, twirl, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features the Saints leader at quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But they're willing to make him their starter today.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 89 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The receiver factor at Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last year they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub 4.4 speed and a history of turning deep routes into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and... They'll try the left side. Durant, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Durant. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kentavious Street gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making it from the backside, they can run a play down.
Territory. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second down, Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Durant, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Higgins. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 3. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw again. Again, he finds Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 10-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you? And now you've got options on 2nd down. And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep here for Landry. And got his man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. He's got Higgins over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Durant, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down now, Durant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now back to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Intended for Rashard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Marcus Davenport, a former 1st-round pick in 2018, is really starting to come on for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, in only 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it's a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
They often become the leading receiver.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
10 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle they go. Durant. 4 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this is going to be a long first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13 and that 13. First down. Being a receiver downfield.
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Olave over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he stopped immediately there. Here's Kamara off the draw. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Carolina getting set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying not a
little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, is it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Back to throw again. It's Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He gets it to Thomas. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw again, and he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.